This is part one of traffic incidents. List the benefits of traffic enforcement. Encourages drivers to comply with all traffic laws and drive safely. Serves as a major aspect of public safety and a key point of contact between law enforcement and the public. Helps prevent or solve crimes and identify critical situations, including car theft, outstanding warrants, suspended licenses, missing children, illegal weapons, drug trafficking, alcohol violations, impaired driving, fleeing suspects, uninsured motorists, human trafficking, and terrorist activity. Describe the common non-criminal and criminal traffic violations. Non-criminal traffic violations, otherwise known as civil infractions, include moving and non-moving violations punishable by fines, court costs, driving school, or community service. No incarceration, jury trial, or court-appointed lawyer. Criminal traffic violations. These are violations resulting in criminal charges and mandatory court appearances. For example, DUI, driving with a suspended license with knowledge. Describe what a driver in Florida must do when you request their driver's license. Drivers must show or exhibit their driver's license when asked by a law enforcement officer. Describe how to verify that a driver is licensed to operate a motor vehicle. Request another form of photo or military ID, or conduct a database query, for example, via David or FCIC if license cannot be produced. Determine whether to cite for failure to carry and exhibit upon demand, and collect fingerprints if necessary or if required. Verify foreign visitors are in the country legally and carry a valid license from their country of origin. Describe the types, classes, and formats of valid driver's licenses. The types: commercial, non-commercial, or learners. Classes: you have Class A, Class B, Class C, and Class E. The formats: horizontal for 21 and older, vertical for under 21. The header colors distinguish: CDL are blue, driver's license are green, learners are orange, and ID cards are red in post-2017 format. Describe the endorsements, restrictions, and designations of Florida driver's licenses. The endorsements: you have special authorizations for specific vehicle types or cargo, for example, motorcycles or school buses. Restrictions: limits a driver or requires specific conditions, for example, corrective lenses or hearing aids. Designations: sexual predator or offender, developmental disability, veteran, and lifetime symbols are on the back of the driver's license. Differentiate between the various classes of Florida driver's licenses. Class A is for trucks or combinations, and a GVWR of 26,001 plus pounds with a towing vehicle of capacity of over 10,000 pounds. Class B are straight trucks, GVWR, with 26,001 plus pounds. And Class C are hazmat or transport of 15 plus passengers, under 26,001 pounds GVWR. Class E, non-commercial motor vehicles under 26,001 pounds. Class E learner, under 8,000 pounds, must be accompanied by a licensed driver, 21 and older. CDL exemptions: emergency vehicles, military personnel, farmers within 150 miles, RV operators, personal property haulers, or public transit employees. Describe the format and components of valid Florida vehicle license plates and vehicle registrations. License plates come in standard and specialized plates with validation decals located on the top right. Vehicle registrations is required for all road vehicles. New residents must register within 10 days of employment or school residency. Components, they have a decal number, expiration date, plate number. They also come with a vehicle description, a VIN number, which is a vehicle identification number, as well as they are tied to an owner's name as well as their address. Describe how to verify a driver's proof of insurance. Mandatory property damage liability insurance is required, provided in either a physical or electronic form. Officers may only view the insurance document on electronic devices. Describe common driver and vehicle licensing violations. Statute 320.0605 of the Florida State Statutes is a failure to display registration. 320.07 is an expired registration. 320.131, unlawful use of a temporary tag. 322.03, no driver's license. 322.15, license not carried or exhibited. 322.16, violation of restriction. 322.32 is an unlawful use of a license. 322.34 is driving while license is suspended and or revoked. Describe how to issue an electronic uniform citation, otherwise known as a UTC. Complete fields electronically, submit to court clerk, print, email copy to driver, and print hard copy for signature if criminal violation requires it. Describe your responsibility to account for assigned UTC books. Sign receipt, inspect sequential order 25 three-part citations, account for every UTC, and turn in books upon leaving your agency. Describe how to issue a paper UTC. Use hard divider, black ballpoint pen for legibility. Fill in data fields clearly. Leave non-applicable sections blank. Describe the three parts of a paper UTC. Part 1 is the white part, and that complaint is retained by the court. Part 2, yellow. This is a summons. It's given to the driver. Part 3 is pink. That's the officer's copy for records or notes. Describe how to explain the traffic violation and driver's options for responding to a UTC. Explain violation specifics, outline options, pay the civil penalty, request a hearing, attend driving school, or make a mandatory court appearance. Describe obtaining the driver's signature on a UTC. Clarify signature is not an admission of guilt. It's mandatory for crashes with a death or an injury, or passing school buses, dropping loads, speeding 30 plus miles per hour, driving with a suspended license, or leaving the scene. Refusal to sign for court appearance violations results in arrest. Differentiate between a UTC, a municipal parking citation, and county ordinance citation when enforcing motor vehicle parking laws. UTC for state parking violations. Municipal county citations for local ordinances attached securely to vehicle. Describe how to safely approach an abandoned vehicle. Survey scene for hazards, crime indicators, maintain situational awareness. Approach from rear, check for forced entry. Describe sources of vehicle owner information. License plate, VIN number, witnesses, and databases. FCIC, NCIC, and or David. Describe how to respond to disabled or unattended vehicles. Disabled. Allow private towing if driver is present. Unattended. Check if stolen via FCIC, NCIC, and inventory of towing. Describe how to search vehicle compartments and cargo areas. Requires legal authority. Probable cause, consent, warrant, exception. Use PPE and systematic search. Comply with New York versus Belton and Arizona versus Gant rules. Describe how to conduct a motor vehicle inventory. Conducted during impoundments to protect the agency and or officer from false claims. Document condition, mileage, damage, and contents. Describe how to process contraband found in an impounded vehicle. Plain view doctrine applies. Seize items, document per policy, and process as evidence. Describe how to respond to the scene of an obstructed roadway. Assess safety. Park safely with emergency lights active. Identify obstruction cause. Describe how to clear an obstructed roadway. Physically remove debris if safe, or direct traffic around hazard and request Public Works or Department of Transportation assistance. Identify appropriate safety and traffic warning equipment. Reflective safety vest, whistle, flashlight with orange cone or wand, traffic control devices. Describe how to determine alternative routes to redirect traffic. Select routes based on flow and layout. Avoid school zones and peak residential or business hours. Describe how to direct vehicle traffic. Stand visibly with escape route. Whistle signals. 1 long blast to stop, 2 short blasts to start, multiple short blasts for attention. Describe how to direct pedestrian traffic. Wear reflective gear. Ensure vehicle traffic has stopped. Position securely between pedestrians and traffic, and accommodate visually impaired individuals.